Today's question of the day is brought to you by Lego Duke 3, and he asks, what was the easiest school year for you? And I would have to simply say, senior year. I don't have any other side story really, it's just senior year was the best year of my high school life. If you could even call it that. I was never popular in high school. That was no brainer there. I was just not really that active. But if I were to have to say this, the only thing I regret is that I wasn't all that active in high school. Where I was just not really outgoing. I was outgoing with my friends, and that was it. But everything else, I just didn't join any clubs, or I didn't join any sports. I just didn't really do much. I was there, go to class, go home, sleep it off, next day. But senior year, I completely skipped senior year. Meaning that I joined a program that's a dual credit program that you're able to actually go take college classes without having to actually step foot in high school. So with that, I was able to just simply drive all the way to the college, do the classes there, go back home, sleep it off, just keep doing that for the whole entire year. I didn't even need to step foot at my high school whatsoever. And the reason why that was easier for me is that I didn't have to spend money on high school. I just spend money at the college. Whatever credits I get at the college would be credited in high school. So that's the year skip that I was talking about. So it was very, very easy. That I've taken the classes, I got good grades in it, and then I just graduated off of high school with all the credits earned. And here's the thing, whatever grade that you got in the college classes, it would automatically be a letter grade higher in high school. So if I were to get a B in one class, it would automatically be an A in the high school. And if I were to get a D in one of the classes in college, it would be a safe C at the high school. And of course, with college, you're going to have to retake the class so that you could actually earn the credits. So don't ever get D's in college. You could pass it off in high school, barely. But in college, if you get a D, you're going to have to retake the class and you're going to have to repay for those credits. So if a class costs $400, you're going to have to take that class again. Yeah, it's very, very expensive. But let's move on from here. I was just skipping the whole entire school year of senior year at my high school. And of course, here's the benefit. Usually the classes are from Mondays through Thursdays. Fridays off. That is a huge benefit off of the whole entire dual credit program. And again, you kind of do skip a year as long as you actually get all your classes at the college rather than at the high school. Because you could get classes at both schools, but that's really much of a hassle to drive all the way at the college depending on how far it is. Then driving back to high school to finish it off. Then it's just really much of a... It's just going to consume a lot of time and as well as gas. But all my classes were at the college, and one of those days, or some days at Fridays, I would actually just step foot in my high school since I'm still a high school student technically, and just hang out in the classrooms of my favorite teachers. So there you go. I was able to actually help them out if they needed a TA for that class period too. And it was fun. It was just relaxing. I was able to even eat at the school lunch, and I just paid them and it's all good. Just as long as they didn't ask for my ID. I think they actually did ask for my ID and I didn't have the current ID at the time, so I just took my friend's ID because he allowed me and I paid him back and it was all good. They didn't really check to see who it is. I just tell them I'm just picking up for a friend because he has a broken leg or something. So they believe me, it was all good. Senior year was so easy. Especially when during the previous school years, this is a bad example, I know, but I was really a procrastinator. I didn't do a lot of work. I half paid attention to class. I took notes, but whenever it came to studying, I rarely ever studied. And when I did need to study, I usually study at the night before or the morning of the test. And I usually pass with an A or a B, sometimes a C. But I don't know what it is. I think I am intelligent, but I hardly ever do the work for it. But that's just how I was. But don't follow in those footsteps. Take your time, do the studies, do your homework, and make sure you pass. Because again, in college, if you get a D or even an F, you're going to have to retake those classes, and it's going to cost some money to retake those classes. But other than that, that's going to be the end of this question of the day. So thank you, Lego Duke 3, for the question of the day. And if I could ask you the same question, what was your easiest school year? Feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. If you want to make a video response, make sure you tell me at the comment section below so I can annotate those videos at the end of this video. Mind you that there's going to be a limited amount of space on the end of the video. So, there we go. So that being said, here comes the outro. If you guys have any questions for me to answer, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Or if you want to ask me on Twitter or Facebook, you may do that as well. And if I do answer the question for the video, I'll credit you verbally within that video. I'll link your channel at the description of that video, and as well as I will annotate your channel at the end of the video, giving you thanks for helping me out with something to do or something to talk about for that day. And again, I'm going to keep messing this up. Until I finally get it down right, I'm going to keep messing this up. But, oh well. Again, I don't go off by script. So, have a great day everyone. I am SortoKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.